This is Mary Connolly welcoming you to the Improvers Yoga class number 3 on behalf of the Macmillan Support and Information Centre and Friends of the Cancer Centre. So I invite you to get your rugs, your cushions, your mat if you have one, and we'll get started. So sitting on a cushion, nice and comfortably on the floor. Take a deep breath in and out, and let's center ourselves. So we want to just take a moment, closing the eyelids, feeling into the body, feeling how we are today, and taking this half hour to exercise our body and to feel good about ourselves. Take a deep breath in, centering ourselves, and a nice breath out. And opening our eyes again, just to tell you that we're going to go in deeper into a few asanas today, especially some hip openers. If you can't do them, don't worry about it. I'll go over the ones that we did last week. About opening the hips when we're lying down, and the next one, which is the Pigeon Posture, which is a real deep opener, but we're going to do it very, very slowly and see how we get on. First of all, we're going to stand up and loosen out the body a little bit. So get yourselves ready. So standing up, and let's loosen out the body. Bring your hands onto your waist and doing the little circles again. So circling in one direction and circling in the opposite direction. And then inhale, opening up, bring the hands together, and let's loosen into the sides of the body as we push into the hips and the sides of the body. And then stretch up, exhale, and bring your arms down. Loosen into your shoulders. And inhale now, come up onto your toes, stretch up. Exhale, come down onto the heels, arms down. Inhale, up, exhale, down. Inhale, up, exhale, and down. Loosen the shoulders again, and then just lift the knees up. In the Yoga Improvers class, the second one, we did Surya Namaskar. I hope you managed to do a few sessions of that. We're not going to do Surya Namaskar today, but we're going to do the Adho Mukha Svanasana, which is the dog head down. And that's really good for strengthening out the body. But let's do a few loosening out exercises first. Inhale as we stretch up now, and then exhale, bending the knees as we come down, crossing over the arms. Inhale, coming up onto the toes. Exhale, down. Inhale, up. Exhale, and down. Inhale, up. Exhale and down, and then inhale and exhale and bring your arms down. Now bring your knees up. So we're going to do some balancing exercises today, and I invite you to grab a chair in case you feel wobbly, so that you always have a chair to grab onto. Okay, so you can bring the knee up, and if you feel wobbly, just hold on to the chair there, and then bring the leg out to the side. Bring it back to center, and bring the leg down. Take a deep breath in and out, and let's do the same. So we're going to try and get the knee up. Now don't worry if it doesn't come right up. Even if you're only coming this way, that's fine. So we're going to bring the knee up and keep the spine lovely and straight. Then draw the knee out to the side. If you need to hold on to the chair, loosening out the hip joint, coming back. Exhale, down. Inhale, up onto the toes again. Exhale, down. Loosen into your shoulders. And then standing now, we're going to come into what's called Virabhadrasana 3, the Warrior 3 position. So in these positions, your standing leg becomes really strong and straight. And so you have to kind of keep the knee straight. And I'll show you how to do it with the chair first. So we're going to bring the right leg out and we're holding onto the chair, just simply leaning onto the chair there and stretching out that back heel if you can. Okay, so you're stretching out that back heel. Make sure that you're not standing with this hip up too much. So you want to keep it kind of parallel to the floor and push that leg out. Bring that leg down. Just take a moment, loosen out your body again. And then we'll do the same on the other side. So you're bringing the left leg out and you can just lean over the chair there. Bring your head so that your ears are parallel to the inside of your arms and your standing leg is very straight here and you're pushing into that back heel as best you can. Breathing here, exhale, bring your leg down and just take a moment to come down, bending the knees, just coming down and resting for a moment. So this is really good for your ankle joints as well. So you're trying to keep your spine nice and straight here and you're just resting your hips back on your heels there. Inhale, stretch your arms and push up and exhale and come down. Take a deep breath in and out and just loosen it. Just move this chair away a little bit. So if you come and kneel back, if your knees allow it. So we're just sitting back in this position and straightening the spine. So I'll come this way so that I can face you. So your hands are going to come down now on either side of your ankles and you're straightening the spine, drawing the shoulder blades back and then inhale, bring the arms wide, stretch up, reach up here, draw the shoulder blades down the back. Now you can bring your head back and look up to the ceiling and then exhale and bring your arms back down. This time we're going to interlock our fingers, push the heels of the hands away, inhale and stretch up. So lengthen into the back of the neck as you draw your chin in. Feel everything lengthening here in your torso. Take a deep breath in and then exhale and bring your arms back down and loosen out your hands. So if your legs are feeling uncomfortable, you can come and sit in easy cross-legged and do the same thing. You can still do those exercises with your legs crossed. So never think that you can't do something in yoga because maybe your knee is too sore or whatever. We always adjust our posture so that we can do something. There's always something we can do. A wee bit of enthusiasm. Okay, and then we're going to get ready now and to do a little bit of good stretches here for our bodies. So as you sit back on your heels, we're going to inhale and bring the arms up, stretch up, look up to the ceiling. Inhale, stretch up a little bit more, and then exhale, bring your arms back down. Inhale again, stretching up this time, and now we're going to reach as far forward as we can, keeping the hips on the heels. Keep your arms shoulder width apart and drop your head down. Now, don't worry if your head does not reach the floor. What you can do is just spread your knees a little bit and then bring your forehead onto the floor. Rest here for a few moments and feel that lovely stretch of your spine. And then inhale and slide your hands back again. Inhale, stretching up. Exhale, pushing forward. So we're not going to stay here. We're just getting into the herb posture. Spread all your fingers now. Come up onto all fours and separate your knees and your feet. Keep the hands really flat on the floor here and tuck your toes underneath now. Now push your hips back and see if you can get the knees off the floor. And then we're coming into a variation of the dog head down. We're going to push the hips far back. The arms are kept very straight. And then we're going to stretch the right leg and push into the right hip. And then we're going to stretch into the left leg. So this is like doing a little runner's warm up before running the marathon. But we're not going to run the marathon today. We're just loosening out a little bit here. Okay, bend the knees, bring them back onto the floor, and then you can just rest here for a moment. So do it nice and gently. Bring one hand on top of the other or one fist on top of the other, and then just rest your shoulders, rest your body here. So resting, I'll just talk you into this. So if your arms or your wrists are painful, you won't hold that position very long. You'll only do it for a few seconds, not even as long as I was doing it there. It takes a little while before your limbs get strengthened up. So don't worry about not holding it for too long. If you hold it for a second or two, you're doing great. Let's do it again. Let's try it again. Sometimes when you repeat it a couple of times, your body kind of knows what it's going to do. So inhale, exhale, keeping your hips well down, stretching those arms out, coming into it very gently, and then coming up onto all fours again. So you will notice that your hands are slightly in front of your shoulders here, and that's the way it should be. Now push your hips back, push your knees off the floor. Now see if you can push your hips back a wee bit more, and then push your hips up to the ceiling. Now see if you can bring the heels down towards the mat, but don't worry if your heels don't touch the floor. Now rest your head so that your ears are parallel to the inside of your arms. Stretch into all the fingers and really try and push those hips as far back as you can there. Now you're going to feel that in the back of the legs, but that's really good. And hold it for another breath. Inhale, exhale, and bend the knees, coming down onto the floor again, and then resting your arms back. So that was your dog head down. So relax your hands now, let them have a wee rest till we get ready for the next one. Okay, just breathe. And just know that you're doing so much good for your body. If this is uncomfortable, sit in easy cross-legged position. Rest your mind. Relax your body for these few seconds. And then open your eyes and let's get started again. So if you lie down, and we're just going to bend the knees and bring the feet onto the floor. Arms are down by your sides. Spread your shoulder blades and then inhale as you lift your hips off the floor. And then exhale down. So we're just doing it very gently. We're not bringing the hips up too much. We're just getting the lower back and the pelvis ready for this. Okay, so let's do the arms as well. So as we breathe in, we're going to lift the hips. The arms are coming off the floor, dropping behind us. And we're staying here for a second or two, and then exhale, bringing the arms back down. Inhale as we lift into the posture and hold it. Exhale, down. Inhale, lift. And exhale, down. Now let's get the hips moving. So you're going to lift the right leg off the floor and place the side of the foot on top of your left thigh. Now try to relax that leg and then draw your belly in as you lift your left leg off the floor. Now you can do your little micro movements, and that might be all that you can do today, and that's fine, so don't worry about that. You're still working on your hip joint. Those of you who feel more flexible, you can straighten that left leg and hold on to the left thigh and draw the leg closer to you. Take a deep breath in, and as you exhale, bring your head up towards the knee and hold it there for a moment. And then inhale, bring your head back down. Now, bring both legs back down onto the floor. Give them a wee shake. Inhale as you stretch your arms above your head. And exhale, bring your arms down. Bend the knees again. And this time, you're doing the opposite leg. So your left leg, your left foot, side of the foot, is on top of your right thigh. Relax the left leg. Now draw your belly in and lift that right foot off the floor. You can do little micro movements just to loosen out your hips there. So that, and that might be all that you can do today. Fine. The rest of you who are fit, you can grab hold of your thighs, straighten your right leg there, take a deep breath in, and then exhale and lift your head up towards your foot. If you can touch it, that's great. And then exhale and uncross your legs, bring your legs back down onto the floor and give everything a good wee shake again. Inhale, stretch. So your stretches are so important in yoga. And then as you exhale, just bring your arms along the floor and down to your side again. Bend the knees and roll over onto your side and come up. Come up onto all fours. Get comfortable. Now, bring your right knee up to the right thumb and draw your foot out to the side. Bring your left leg, so you're going to stretch that left leg back and you're going to feel it here in your hip joint. Now, if that feels really uncomfortable, don't go any further. You can bring this leg back a little bit more and then rest your elbows on the floor. And what you can do is grab a cushion, which I'm going to do now. Okay, and then what you can do is when your leg is out here and you're feeling that in your hip joint, grab your cushion and support your hip on that cushion. You'll see better when I do it on the other side. So what we're going to do now is we're going to bring the elbows onto the floor and bring one fist on top of the other and just rest our forehead here for a moment. And what we're doing here is we're breathing into that hip joint. So we're breathing into the hip joint there, opening up that hip, nurturing that hip. Now, if it's comfortable for you, you can stretch your arms out and bring your forehead onto the floor, but you might not be ready for that yet. So just keep your elbows on the floor and rest your head on your two fists here. Now, inhale and lift your head and bring your hands down just below your shoulders here. Draw your shoulder blades back, push your chest forward and bring your head back and look up to the ceiling, breathing into the posture. And then as we exhale, we're going to very gently draw this knee out to the side and then come into your hare posture by pushing your hips back on your heels and just resting here. So this is a lot of work on the lower back and in the hips, and that's really, really good for you because we want to keep our joints as flexible as possible, no matter what age we are. Just rest for a moment, and then we're going to do the other side. So inhale, coming up, straightening your body. Inhale, exhale, stretch. And then on your next exhale, we're coming up onto all fours. This time, your left knee is coming up to the left thumb. Just grab hold of your foot and bring it out to the right. Now, this is the tough bit. So you want to try and push your right leg as far away as you can, and you're really going to feel it here. Okay, grab your cushion if you have it, and just support your hip there on the cushion, okay? But don't lean right over. You want to just kind of very gently have it there as a support. Now, bring your elbows onto the floor. Bring one hand on top of the other and rest your head here. Loosen out your shoulders. Keep that back right leg nice and straight. We're going to breathe into that hip joint. Remember, you don't need to hold it too long if it gets too excruciating for you. If you are flexible, you can stretch out your arms and bring your forehead onto the floor. That will be good for you as well, but the rest of you can just rest here. This particular posture is really good if you have any kind of sciatica. It will loosen out that whole sciatic nerve for you. So it's a really good posture to learn. Quite challenging, but really good for you. Bring your hands now underneath your shoulders. Push your chest forward. Lengthen the whole front of the body there. Bring your head back. Look up to the ceiling. Shoulder blades back and down. Breathe, breathe, breathe. And then as we exhale, just gently push down on your hands and bring that knee out. And sit back on your heels or come into easy cross-legged. Or straighten your legs out. You might be better just straightening your legs out at this stage. And take a deep breath in. So how do your hips feel? Do you feel as if you've opened up your hips a little bit? Loosen into the lower back. Good. And we'll do Janu Shirsasana. So you can either sit on your cushion, because that'll bring you up a little bit, and it might be easier for your joints, you know, especially if your knees are sticking away up here, so you can grab another cushion and put it down here. So this is a very good movement. So we're going to just bend the left leg and the left knee, and the sole of your foot comes into the inside of your thigh there. And we're just going to inhale and stretch up and reach the body forward. Okay, so we're going to try and bend from here. So if you can just kind of feel that you're bending from the groin area, and then just bring your hands here onto the knee, straighten the knee, and see if you can come down very gradually. So you don't want to push or shove into these postures. You want to take it very gently. We have to respect our body and how we are today. The more we do these postures, you will find that your body will become more flexible. So we're just going to come halfway down today and just feel. So you're going to feel it here in the lower back. You'll feel it on one side. You'll know that you're working there, but don't come down too far. Just rest here and maybe breathe and let your body come up, and then as you breathe out, you're letting your body come down a little bit. So don't force anything. Just rest here. And know that you're doing your body really, really good. And then inhale, slide your hands, come back up. Bring this knee up very gently and stretch the leg out. Give it a wee shake. And of course we have to do the other side. So if we bend this knee and bring the sole of the foot to the inside of the groin here and allow this leg to fall down. So keep the leg very active if you can. If you need support, if your knee's not straightening out for you, you can use the support of all your cushions at home. That's the big advantage. If this knee's up too far, you can rest the cushion here as well. So just so we're going to kind of move to the side a little bit because it's a movement to the side of the body as well. Inhale, stretch, exhale. And we're bending from the groin area, trying to keep the spine lovely and straight. And then just reach down to where it's comfortable for you. And then we can do the little micro movements just to see if we can loosen out the body, especially that lower back that gets quite stiff sometimes. And then we're resting down. Inhale, coming up slightly. And exhaling, softening into the posture. Sometimes you can be more flexible on one side than the other. That's fine, that's normal. And it's just observing that and knowing that you have to work maybe a wee bit more on one side than the other. That's fine. Inhale, sliding your hands up. Then lifting this knee up, stretching the leg out. Giving everything a lovely wee shake again. And then from Jalanu Shirshasana, we do what's called Paschimottanasana. So hands down beside your hips, push down on your hands, just lift your hips back so that you're right on your hip bones there. And then let's just prepare the body. So we're moving forwards and backwards there just to get a little feel of bringing the body forward. Again, you're only going to do as much as feels comfortable. You don't want to go too far forward to hurt yourself. Otherwise, it'll put you off your practice. We don't want that. All right, so let's sit straight. You're sitting on your sit bones. Your legs are active. So you're pushing your heels away. Deep breath in, stretch up, and then pushing from the groin area. So we're coming from the groin area, just feel it, feel it, feel it. Don't push it. Don't try to come into the hand or the feet just yet. Just allow your hands to rest on your legs. Bend the elbows out to the side so that you're not curving and you know, concaving the chest. So you want to keep the chest opened while you do Paschimottanasana. And if you just want to stay here and feel comfortable, that's fine. If you want to work a little bit, work with the breath, and as you exhale, you're bending the elbows so that your body's coming down over your thighs. And then you can just rest here. So again, we're not doing the full posture today. That can come later on in your yoga practice. But keep the legs active. And you know, you can just breathe here and relax. And if it feels better for you to come up and rest your hands on the shin bones, front of your legs, that's fine, because you're still working a lot here, especially with the legs. So that's Paschimottanasana. And then inhale and come back. Cross your legs now. And if you want to sit on a cushion, just to bring it into a little bit more comfort for yourselves. And that's the advantage of doing your practice at home. You've got everything there. You've got your chair, you've got your blankets, you've got everything. Okay, and let's do a little bit of pranayama now. So very important that we do some pranayama in our yoga practice. And this one is just very easy, but it's really good for calming your mind. And so we're going to just bring the forefinger to the right nostril and close the right nostril. And then breathe normally through your left nostril. And you can close your eyelids as you do this. Breathing normally. Now rest your right hand on top of your left hand and breathe through both nostrils. And gently now bring the left forefinger and close over your left nostril and breathe normally through the right nostril. Now allow your hand to rest on top of the other, breathing through both nostrils. And observing how calm your mind has become just by observing your breath. And what we can do now is just twist the body to the right. Just coming into a nice, easy spinal twist here as we stay in a meditative position. Inhale, exhale, coming back to the center. Inhaling, exhaling, twisting to the other side. And then inhaling, coming back to the center again. Just cross the legs over in the other direction. Inhale, stretch your arms, reach up, and then reach over the crossed legs there. And then allow your head to drop down. Feel how loose your hips are. And then inhale and come back. Now let's get you lying down in a nice comfortable position. So now remember that your relaxation is so important. So relaxing after your yoga practice is one of the best ways of helping your body and your mind. So wriggle into your shoulders there, make sure your head and neck are comfortable by loosening them all up. Do the same with your legs. You can even sort of bend the knees and give them a wee bit of a movement there, moving them from side to side, doing a little bit of moving them towards you and away, just to loosen out your lower back, and then let your legs flop over your bolster again. Feel the feet flopping, feel the feet flopping on either side, and then your arms are just slightly away from your body. Coming into a really comfortable Shavasana. Relaxing. Allow your eyelids to close. Connect to that lovely, deep, relaxing breath that you did earlier on. Feel your body melting and softening. Tummy moving with your in-breath and your out-breath. Feel your body becoming softer, your mouth, your jaw, your forehead, whole body, relaxing and letting go. And you can stay here for as long as you wish. Keep practicing with all the little videos that you're now able to get in touch with. And until the next time, this is Mary Connolly saying stay safe and happy. Namaste.